Hey guys, welcome back to Grimreaper coming at you for another video for Raidshadowlegends. Hopefully you guys are well and had a great weekend. I know we just had a very interesting weekend and a couple of things going on in Raid and how busy we are in Raidshadowlegends. Alright, let's get into today's video. Today's video is going to be on the Cursed City boss, and as you can tell, I did clear this with one of the epics, who is a free epic that we're getting from the daily login, right? So let's go ahead and have a look at his kit. I'm not going to try and pronounce his name. I think it's Scorpion or something like that. He's one of the useless epics that people have commented on and said he is quite useless, and I was one of them as well. However, there is a spot for him now, and I have also made this work quite well and quite easily made it work as well. Different style of build on him, so go ahead and wait on the video. I will ping the chapters down below, etc. But generally quite a easy clear this was. It does help because we have a couple of legendaries in there, which are old fusions or old login champions, which we'll get into shortly, and stuff like that. So why am I using him? It's mainly for this ability here. Evil Seed attacks one enemy, places a blocked debuffs and 100% heal reduction for 2 turns. I will ignore any shield buffs. We don't care about that. He doesn't need to be booked really. You do have it on a 4-turn cooldown. If you time it correctly with Master Hex, you should be fine. But generally, I would say book it anyway. I do want to go into this and say this one here will remove all the debuffs from him, then attack in, etc. So this ability is quite useful. I didn't use this ability myself because I didn't need it, so that's just something to kind of bear in mind. You also, yeah, we don't want to know about that, as the passives irrelevant today's video. So yeah. Anyway, I want to go ahead. Let me show you the clan boss rewards we're gonna get first, because I'm due a couple of sacreds recently. Been really dry. I don't know how we just got a void on normal. I think that's a very like one time in 3 months where that happens. But we will take it. And yeah, let's go in here. Nothing really good from hard and brutal, which is pretty much about it. And no shards there, so agent from nightmare, and agent, and another agent. So my clan boss curse is still going to go on. Anyway, so let's have a look at the team and let's talk about the team. We do have Duchess, obviously, for the block buffs. So you don't need Duchess for this. Duchess just makes it easier because of the block buffs. I know a lot of in-game players do have Duchess now because of this. Just generally because of she's been out a very long time. So yeah, Weather, who was a guaranteed champion back in the day, also been around for a while now, so you can use her, and she is the replacement for Duchess, and I'll get into shortly why she's a replacement for the Duchess. We do also have Ollie, who was a former fusion, so she's great because she does extend the block buffs, which is generally what we want. Makes my life very easy, massively underrated, increased resistance, which is also really good, and fills all allied turn meters as well, and a really nice passive here, and stuff like that. So yeah, this girl is definitely underrated. Artak, who is also a free legendary because he is part of the login, so he's mainly just used for the brimstone. So let's go into the video and let's have a look at the team comp. So as you can see, we're gonna go ahead and press play, obviously, and just talk about a few bits and bobs which is going on. So we are then gonna just start with A1. Ollie, generally doing all right. I would say make Duchess the fastest and then Ollie the slowest, right? So you can extend the debuffs. So that will go ahead. Attack with a decreased attack. Now it's really important that you put the decreased attack first, so he then is forced to use his A3, not the A2. So that's really important, and you want to keep that cycling throughout the run. As you can see, I get a little bit unlucky in this run, but I could have cleared this run much faster, and I am also the fastest in SP2. This is back-to-back rotations now when I've been so like last rotation I was joint top with the same turns and stuff like that. This rotation I am top so far, so yeah, there is a reason for that, because I'm generally thinking about the rotations, stuff like that, and everyone's also using Taurus and Marishka as well to kind of beat this boss. I don't have any of them, so I don't have them options as I would like to. So generally whether it's in here for the cleanse, which is super key, and then obviously he's in here for the heal reduction. We don't want to put a heal reduction until he does A3, so that's why I'm more important, because he removes the decrease attack, puts the increase attack up, and now he's in sync. He is playing ball with us. We've got him doing what we want, so we can time our abilities and make our room run a lot smoother. One mistake though, and he will heal all it back up, and this is game over. So as you can see here, this will increases all duration of buffs and stuff like that. So generally you could just need someone who can put block buffs in here for 1 or 2 turns. Generally there is a couple of epics that do that. I don't know who's available this rotation other than Duchess, because I didn't really look. So there we are, the heal reduction went out. This is where you want to master Hex, because it's still got heal on A1, which is a little bit annoying, but Brimstone will also help you with that. And the big heals have already took place, so he does have a slight heal on A1, but nothing huge, like 14,000 there on a few 12,000s, which is still a lot, but much lower than his other abilities. So yeah, let's go ahead. And he's still doing his ability. So here now you can see that the counter is 1 on here, and this is when I want the decreased attack to go on. So when he changed forms, we want him to do that again, what we want him to do. We want him to do the A3 into the A2, and if you don't have some buffs on you, he'll do the A2 and then just A1 and A1 and A1, or then do the A2 into A3, which can kind of really throw you off. So, but as you can see, we took a nice big chunk out of him already. There's no Brimstone. So like I said, he does A3 first. He removes like the continuous heal, puts heal reduction on us, the AoE sleep, which can't be resisted, unfortunately. Increased defense here as well. Then he's going to do his A2, which is fine. Brimstone will take a chunk out of him. So I have Weather in here for 2 reasons. Mainly just to deal with whatever I needed to do, right? I didn't need her to do her role, which I wanted her to do. So I actually started using a cleanse here, which, because I found it quite useful. Don't need to use a cleanse here if you don't put up the buffs as much. So just bear that in mind. So it's not required to do the cleanse here. So as you can see, we have the turn counter 2 on the A3, the turn counter on a 3 for the A2. So he's now going to do his A1 and then change forms. So this is when you want to be putting up your block buffs, because when he changes forms, he'd go do AoE stun, and you can resist or block that AoE stun. But you need a reason for him to do that A3, so we need to put decrease attack on that ability, so he does that decrease, so he cleanses it off and puts increased attack, which is kind of a bit weird saying that, but again, we kind of want him to do the abilities on a certain way. Duchess as well is worth pointing out. Duchess puts all the veils up on everyone except for our house self, so it means that the boss will hit Duchess. Then our epic, there is like one turn when he does hit the epic, unfortunately, but then kind of throws us off a little bit, but we did recover. So yeah, also the epic's quite squishy, so I have built a lot, but we'll go over his build shortly. If you don't have Duchess, I would recommend a different style of build on him. Artak's going to put his HP burn up. So as you can see, he did his A1. Now we're all going to take our turns. and then we're gonna go. He will then change forms and do his magical stuff. So with Ali and the block buffs, she'll increase your block buffs, which gives you more room for movement with the block buffs. You don't have to worry about doing too fast or anything like that. It's just a case of wait till he does the A3, the A2, block buffs up, increase it, job done, right? So pretty self-explanatory. And then we'll watch this boss kind of do his thing here, and then brimstone. So brimstone is key. You do need brimstone on someone. You do need accuracy for that brimstone, so take that into consideration. If you use someone like weather or anything like that, you will need the accuracy of 460 or something like that. Just go ahead and check how Hades' website for his resistant requirements and stuff like that. And then I had to change Artag's build slightly from the Ice Golem build that we did for him to solo Ice Golem 10 and stuff like that. So again, Duchess, I did just change the Brimstone on Duchess just generally to make my life a lot easier, because the Brimstone has a 4-turn cooldown. So the more Brimstone that you can take, the more as your life gets easier as well. But you need to take heal reduction. I've recently just watched other content creators, or not just other content creators, but other people as well, who are not taking heal reduction. Take heal reduction. Like, we all have this champion available. Anyway, let me not go into it too much. Like, the reason why I'm using him is because I didn't want to book my Ella, right? Or murdering, or whatever you want to call her. She's a great champion. I just don't want to book her. I've got so many books, and I have a lot of champions, so that's the reason why I'm not using her. And I kind of figured that this guy would be kind of cool to kind of figure out. And I made this work pretty quickly as well, so I didn't have to sweat too hard for it. Anyway, so that's pretty much the lineup that we're talking about again. Going A3 into A2. This way you want to take the Master Hex as well to try and give this time. So again, the only one thing I want to point out is now that we have the 2-turn counter, don't buff up of anything. This is when he would try and strip you and put it the vice versa on you. So for example, strip you continuous heal and give you heal reduction, block buffs for block buff for the block buff side of that, and then the increased attack for decreased attack, and then increased defense for decreased defense. There we are. So there was a lot of words there in one sentence. So yeah, generally that's what we kind of need to do. So I'm going to go ahead now. I nearly cleared this with 5 minutes, more or less. Yeah, I nearly cleared it in 6 minutes. And we kind of get screwed in the end from when he changed his form. Brimstone just landed on the wrong time. But a 5-star, 6-star Brimstone just so OP for his boss. I would say if you have a legendary with it, it's more worth trying to bring him in. So I would have done it with his 6 turns. I would have done it within 101 turns or something like that. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out the gear. So as you can see right now, I did this with 176 turns. So pretty much beating everyone with the Taurus and Marishkas. And everyone here pretty much got Taurus and Marishka. It's worth pointing out, Mortimer Carb does have heal reduction, so he's quite good for this boss as well. And stuff like that. So let's go ahead, check the global rankings. As you can see, there's like lots of disgusting stuff going on here, all the way down to 67. So there you are. That is about it there. Let's go ahead and show you all the gear and masteries, etc. So let's start with, let me go into the boss actually, because it just allows me a bit easier to show you the gear. Okay. Right, okay, so let me show you all the gear. So we have Duchess first. This is Arena Duchess, right? live arena, classic arena, etc. Big HP, big defense, good speed. Now you do want Duchess to be a little bit faster for this, so the boss is at 250. You want Duchess or any one of the block buffs, the fastest champion. So I'm not going to go into a build too much. I don't want to spend too much time here. Just bear in mind, I did reset the masteries because we had heal reduction. Sorry, we had Cycle Magic, which I'm going to take back, and rapid response. So don't take these two masteries on her, and just bear that in mind. So they're the two masteries that I did have to reset. So with the crown, so she is one of your big guys to kind of worry about. So again, you want good resistance. The reason why I've gone for 600 resistance is you need a minimum of 600 resistance. You can use the resistance lead from her, I think. Actually, I think she has 60 resistance lead. But again, everyone needs to be 250 speeds. As you can see, we do need more speed. That's why I did come in with Duchess speed, alright. So just bear that in mind. So yep, you want her to be quite of the slowest, so she could come in and cleanse the AoE stun if you don't put up your block buffs. And then we want a minimum of 70,000 HP, and that is pretty much it. Speed, HP, good defense obviously, and resistance. So we actually went for Untouchable just because I knew I had a old set lying around, and these are just oiled stuff which I've kind of replaced over on other key champions like Duchess, etc. that was just available. And yeah, just pretty much put up to it. These are masteries. Take Unshakable if you're struggling for resistance. Lasting Gifts, I suppose, this is quite key. And then Sheep, which you could take Brimstone. Yeah, so she has 50 in all battles. Then we're gonna go ahead. So there is another block buff champion here, which is on the 8-3 with the revive, which is a bit situational. I'm pretty sure there is other champions, which we'll go ahead and take a look shortly. Warlord has block buffs for 1 turn, so you could use Warlord for that E2 and extend it if you needed to. Just don't make him so squishy. So let's go ahead and show you Ollie. So again, she's 75 resistance in all battles, so can't actually use hers. These are the masteries that we're running. Again, I took off the Cycle of Magic and Rapid Response, and these were the key masteries that we went with. And then I just generally tried making her fast, make sure that she's the slowest, which happens to be the fastest. My speed tune's kind of off. Good defense, good HP, and that's about it. Speed, HP, and defense, right? We're also using Define just because we can't use anything like Relentless, Refresh, or any of these other sets. So we're generally just doing this to reduce 2 or 4 of the AoEs that he does. So he does 4 AoEs. So we are actually emitting quite a bit of damage mitigation here, which is a 15% minus from AoE attacks, which is at the moment 30% on her, which is super nice. You can use Stalwart gear as a free option as well. Who else was we using in the team? Oh yeah, Artak. So Artak, very similar to my Ice Golem build. Good speed. So again, 250 plus. You want him to be the second slowest, so he can put up the decrease attack quite a bit. He got good defense, good HP against 70,000 HP. Resistance not actually needed on this boss. So again, good accuracy for that. These are the masteries, probably not the best masteries for Artak for this boss. This is my Ice Golem 10 solo mastery, so I wasn't going to change that. And just to try and save a couple of gems, right? So, and then finally the last one would be the epic, which is gonna be here somewhere. These are the masteries. I didn't finish all his masteries. I just farmed up to what I needed. So I just farmed up to Eagle Eye, Allure Steel, Master Hexer, and Eagle Eye. That's all I wanted to worry about. Now, if you don't have Duchess, I would say take Regeneration set on this guy. and then you're focusing again just to make him 252 or 253, just a few speeds faster, or 251. It's just a little bit faster the boss, so you can put that heal reduction quite nicely. We do have a minimum HP requirement, which is going to be a minimum of 63,000. So work on that HP a little bit. Again, if you have a blessed, that brings you 4,500 HP, which will give you a very easy life. Speed again needs to be faster, and then accuracy needs to be minimum of 460, if I'm not mistaken. So again, if you don't have Duchess, take the regen, right? And that's about it. Let me go ahead and have a look if there is any other block buff champions in here. There is a couple. I just want to see who else is available for this. So okay, so you can actually use her. You can use her as well, so she does both jobs. Heals or places a block buff on this champion for if it's under. Okay, so don't count her, but you can definitely do her. She has it for 1 turn, and then you can extend it for 2 turns with Holly. He also has it for 2 turns, who is an old fusion with increased defense. Actually might be quite useful. Seen this guy popping around quite a bit these days for Hydra, so he's only single, so don't worry about him. She's good, and Warlord again could be used, but I think you would only use Warlord if you don't have anyone else available. If you don't have anyone else available, you need to build whether the crown or some type of cleanser with the right resistance, so you can time that to your degree, because the thing is, if you take the AoE stun, your heal reduction will be off, right? So just bear that in mind. Anyway guys, that is enough chatting today. Hopefully I haven't took too much of your time. I've cleared this again. I am really happy and super happy with this. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. It really just helps support my channel. I've been Grim Reaper. I will see you tomorrow on the next video. Got a good one for tomorrow, so don't miss it. Hit that notification bell. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.